How's it feel to get those 6 points? Know that you're through.
It feels amazing. I feel like I've been visualizing this. I think I told you guys in open workouts when I was fooling around, jumping and spinning, that I was coming for him right away. I wasn't kidding. I told my corner, and they were like, just settle down, man. Like, get your guard up and, see what he has coming. I'm like, no, you don't get it. Like, I'm coming straight across the cage for him. And when I saw him, like, posturing and getting his foot in, I knew we were both coming. I was just looking past the ref, like, all right, you want to do this? Let's do it. He didn't know how high I could come up over him, so I knew I had the advantage.
Were you worried about position at one point when he was kind of getting on top of you in the grappling?
I know, I think, again, from talking to you guys the other day, that he's content once he gets into those cage scenarios to just drive his shoulder in. So even though I wasn't happy that I lost a bit of position going for the sub, I knew he would just chill there until I could get in a good enough position to get back to what I wanted, which was another attempt to finish. And he was so tired from me almost finishing him 2-3 times, he drove his neck out and he gave me another choke. So I was like, all right, let's sit this thing again.
Were you worried about burning your arms out with the chokes?
No, it goes through your mind for a second, but you're so hell-bent on finishing that you don't care if your arm comes off at that point, or at least I don't. And they feel good right now. I don't know. I guess it's the adrenaline. But this would be ideal for, like, the tournament. I feel great. I didn't take a shot. That's what we're going to do again.
You said before during open workouts that you were trying to release some anger from your last fight. How are you feeling right now after the sweep victory?
I don't think I even got it all out because that foot didn't hit his face flush. So I gotta get that thing to the right a couple more inches in the next fight. Then it will feel good.
Anything you're gonna try different with that? You're gonna plan something out where you go towards the later rounds with that, or are you just gonna go straight off with that kick?
I'm just gonna start bombing on people because I'm more athletic than everybody in this tournament, and it's time to start showing that.
Seemed a lot more relaxed from the beginning tonight. Was that being at home? Was you just more comfortable in general?
Like I said to you guys, this is a huge edge for me fighting at home. Some people put pressure on themselves that the people that they care about are around them and asking them to come and support. But you heard that crowd. Like, that was crazy. I've never even experienced anything like that in fighting. So the energy it gives you, knowing that every time something turns your way, you hear that crowd roar. I mean, if we could run this back every week, I would do this every week of my life. It's amazing.
Now, you're a pretty accomplished athlete, high school champion in wrestling, college, All-American. Now this, where does this lie in your career?
This is right up there, but I'm gonna put this with like winning a county title. Like, there's unfinished business here. We got bigger fish to fry. You want that state title, you want that national title, and that's what these next rounds that are waiting for me are gonna be in my mind. That national title, that $1 million prize, is that end game championship. That's the Super Bowl. So this to me is like winning your division, making the playoffs. Now it's go time.
You know you needed to finish. You got it. Keep those $1 million dreams alive. How good does that feel, and how relieved are you?
Finishing in the first round was, I'll admit, very, very relieving. You can ask any fighter, all the guys as they come through here, as you start to tick later and later into 10 minutes through a fight, 12 minutes through a fight, the toll it takes on you physically is extreme. I mean, you're talking about two highly trained killers going at each other. So 12 minutes into a fist fight like that, and it's like, I saw Thiago come back before me with the split decision win. He's got a shut eye, he's a warrior, but the toll it takes on you is tremendous. So especially in tournament style fighting, you want to blitz a dude like that, get in and out of there and be healthy. I don't think I took a shot. I don't know if you guys saw one, but.
Does the playoff format change anything for you, especially given you've got that one shorter fight?
Oh yeah, there's going to be a little bit of strategy and science behind that first fight because it's a 2-rounder, and if I'm not mistaken, the first round in the event of like a 1-1 is going to be the tiebreak. So to explode like that off the jump is going to be even more important, because if you don't get the first round, you essentially have to finish because there's no third round tiebreak. So I don't know who it is that's going to be standing across from me, but we're going to run that back again.
How close attention will you pay to the rest of the fights tonight and the next few events just to keep your eye on what's next?
I'm just going to enjoy tonight. I'm not even going to sweat it. I mean, I did see myself getting bonus points, but I wasn't assuming I was getting 6 points. So, I don't know, am I at the top right now, technically?
Yeah, you're in second.
I'm in
Right up
second
there.
right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. So I'm up there. So, I mean, I guess toward the end, as you guys put out social media posts, I'll be watching, but I'm not going to sweat it too much.
To go off on that, Schultz's main event tonight, you said you wanted another crack at him. Are you hoping that he wins so you can get back with him next time out?
It doesn't have to be next time out. I'm not some crazy that's like maniacal about getting that matchup back, but I have a feeling we'll cross paths again, for sure. And it's going to be a different fight this time. He's not going to settle in this time.
So knowing that you needed that finish tonight, what was your mindset going into the bout?
I didn't even think I needed the finish. Remember talking to you guys, I thought that whoever scores points in this event hasn't really been left out as of yet. So I didn't put the pressure on myself to even finish. I just let that happen naturally. Once I get in there and the scramble starts, I'm always looking to finish. So for me, it's more about getting myself going. When I get going, I'm really hard to beat. When I settle in and I fight like a normal fighter, not athletic, and I'm just sitting there plodding, that's when people get on me a little bit. So I just need to keep fighting my style, which is to just explode.
What do you think of the UFC champs showing you some respect before getting in the cage?
I want to go back out there and talk to him again. I love Khabib, man, and I want him to work Conor over. So I want to go out there and tell him that. I can't wait for that bout to come to be. I have a lot of respect. If any of you follow me, you know Dagestan to me is one of these places on earth that I just have a ton of respect for, and the people that come from there. My toughest fights in my life have all come from Dagestanis, and I'd like to go talk to him about getting out there at some point and training with him and just meeting his people and seeing another culture.
What do you think the difficulty is in facing the Dagestani opponents? Is it more the wrestling, the style that they use? Or?
Yeah, it's the Sambo. They've been basically doing what we're doing right now as men since they were children and kids. They've been fist fighting with submissions, and so they're trained and the hardened nature of their people with all they've gone through in Russia, they just have a different mentality. We grow up soft here, we're coddled. Over there, it's like if you get beat up in a street fight and you come home, your dad's like, get back out there or don't come home, you know, in some cases. So those dudes are no joke. They're not playing, and I'm sick too, so I have respect for that. That's like, those are my people, you know.
So how's the quick turnaround for the weight cuts and all that? You did a little break now. Was it hard dealing with the quick turnaround and maintaining weight?
I think that I actually had I changed it up a little bit. We did some water loading and stuff. So I think making weight this time around was easier than actually the first time. You're already kind of in shape from that first fight, so it wasn't as hard for me to get myself back down and into shape. I was able to just kind of feed off of it once I got healthy and increase my cardio, and I kept my weight nice and low. So I think it's going to get easier for me, actually.
So you prefer the water loading method to cut weight?
Yeah, I think it helps you sweat it out like way quicker than being dry and kind of almost rationing your water early. Then there's nothing to pull from. 'Cause I have low body fat, usually, period, and so if I'm like dry trying to pull that last 10 pounds, it's tough.
How do you see the fight between Khabib and Conor going?
Conor better not let Khabib make him touch that mat, or else. That's it.
Think it'll take place at the Garden?
I hope so. I would the tickets are going to be crazy, but I'd love to somehow get there or at least be near it. And I think if anywhere, why not New York?
Last
Chris.
question. Sorry, go ahead.
Congratulations on a huge win so close to your home. How great does that feel to not only be able to fight this close to where you're from, but in front of all your family, friends, everybody that was here screaming, cheering. It's pretty intense.
This is something that I'll never forget. This is why I fight. These types of special moments that you don't get outside of sporting, and there's been a lot of trepidation about what I should do with myself and where am I going with my career, And this just feels so good that my hard work and what I decided to do with my life is paying off. And the naysayers and the people that are telling me I shouldn't be doing this, feels good to show them that I should be doing this.
What year the Mets are
Oh,
they
God.
going to be
No.
500?
Mets. I'm going to Citi Field next to
Why?
fight Jeff Wilpon.
I'm going to say 2024. That's my guess.
Sell the team, man. Sell the team. Do the right thing.
Yeah. Congrats.
We're gonna have to force them out with pitchforks, you know, torches. They just won't go. We need someone to get up there and fire them out onto the field.
You might as
I
well
would
go.
do it if they wouldn't. I probably won't be able to fight in the tournament if I do it. So, yeah.
Chris, you got your first win in the tournament. If you get 2, 3, and then 4, or however many it would take to get to the New Year's Eve final, could you see yourself like using a little foresight, getting a little nervous, maybe being timid, walking in, like maybe not using your full strategy, or are you gonna do exactly what you said and just go full force and do the Fabrizio Verdum kick to start? Is that gonna be your full style no matter what, even if you're in the final and you're looking at that $1 million? I don't know if they're gonna hang it above you, but can you see
I
yourself?
mean, I'm not gonna do the same thing every single time because obviously whoever watches what I just did, my next fight, they're gonna be looking out for that. But trust me, we got a lot of tools that we can work with, and I got a lot of stuff that a lot of people can't do and aren't capable of. So we're just gonna keep mixing it up and keep people on their heels. But I'm not gonna settle back anymore and let a fight come to me, because if I don't start quick, and this was the same with wrestling, it usually doesn't go my way when I start slow and I don't use my athleticism and my aggressiveness. So we're just going to keep running that. I'd rather go down using my stuff than fight a normal man's fight and lose.
It's an awesome opportunity, man. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank
Go
What do you
ahead.
think the reason was behind the slow starting? Were you more worried about more trying to be cautious, not knowing what's on stake on the line, or?
I think that sometimes it's just you only get 15 minutes, right? You fight a couple times a year, and there's so many variables about how you feel that day and the electric from the crowd. And I just remember in Chicago just kind of looking around, and it was really early in the day, and I had just gone through everything I went through with the last promotion and feeling kind of not appreciated there, and there's a little bit of kind of frustration from that. So I think my head just wasn't in the right place, and I underestimated the guy. I thought, like I said, that I was going to slap him around. I didn't think he was on my level, and he came at me like Rocky, and I wasn't ready for that pressure. But I think everything happens for a reason, and I think that taught me a lesson that I need to be a different fighter. So here we are.
Chris?